And to any of your listeners that are harumphing, well, the vandalism and the yes, I would like to remind people that in all human activity, there's the good, the bad, and the ugly. Even in religious organizations, there's scandals. In political organizations, there's corruption and scandals. In all human activity, there are people that have integrity and there are people that are just scamming and hustling. And so the same thing in graffiti culture, the general rules of the game, which were not always held to, the rules of the game were public space, not private property, like up somebody's home. Generally, that's more of a gang thing rather than a modern graffiti thing. And that's a big difference between gang culture and modern graffiti culture. They say you don't hit a car, you don't ever hit a religious institution, don't go over anything you can't burn. In other words, if there's a piece on a wall, don't go over it unless you really think you can do better than that. And if you do go over it, cover the whole thing out of respect rather than leaving bits of it hanging out. And those were some of the rules of the game, but it's a rebellious culture. And there are a lot of kids that don't necessarily adhere to that. And most graffiti writers, 70% of graffiti writers would not ever go over or say a mural that's by a freeway. So, because in Los Angeles, there are murals by the freeways and they've gotten really hit quite a bit, but the majority of graffiti writers don't approve of that. They feel that you should respect all art. But unfortunately, there's a very active minority that makes the public think that all graffiti writers are knuckleheads.